Now, let's get down to business. It's business. It's business time. We're going to talk a bit tonight about Big Red, ladies and gentlemen. Big Red. Now, they're actually, usually Big Red is a meme. Like, for the last 10 years, there hasn't been, like, a real Big Red deck in Standard. But you guys know me. I always want it to exist. And this time, I think there might actually be some meta reasons to want to maybe kind of play this deck. We'll talk about that, because there's actually way more tech in here than it looks like, and hopefully I get through it all really quick. There's some really weird looking includes. I fully agree that Electric Revelation looks super weird. We'll get down to all of it. Now, I guess we'll start with Flame Blessed Bolt. Let's get some in-game audio going here. Flame Blessed Bolt. I just play this over Play with Fire every time now. Like in just about every red deck, not only are there a large amount of like smallish creatures running around in the aggro decks, but more importantly, there's Tenacious Underdog. And there's also, for what it's worth, Cult Conscripts, which is a thing you sometimes have to worry about. Sometimes you might even have to worry about like a Catilda or like a Malevolent Hermit or something, some garbage. But mostly, we're worried about the dog. And they call him the dog. Does anybody even understand Dog the Bounty Hunter references in 2022? I'm not sure, but still, we gotta kill the dog forever. And Flame Blessed Bolt does that. Did you know that there was a recent Japanese tournament? Again, if you're not following me on Twitter, you wouldn't know this, but there's a recent Japanese tournament over the weekend that had, what was it, like 800 entrants or something? A little over, I think, 800 entrants. And the top 15 decks, actually I think it was 15 out of the top 16 decks, were black in some way, whether they were Mono Black or Esper or Rakdos. They were all black, all black everything. And the most common card in between all those decks wasn't Liliana of the Veil, and it wasn't Sheldred or anything. It was Tenacious Underdog. Tenacious Underdog is the most played card in Standard at this point. So my advice, play Flame Blessed Bolt. I've talked enough about this card, probably. I think it's pretty obvious. Play it. Why am I playing Electric Revelation? Let's go ahead and talk about that. It's a lot of self-explanatory stuff, but this is not. Liliana. Liliana makes us discard cards. That's it. That's really all there has to be. I imagine that we will encounter Liliana on turn 3 in about 25% of games. Most of the time. So I like to have a thing to discard. That's it. I'm playing this instead of Big Score. That's all. That's it. That's all. That's all there is to it. Liliana of the Veil exists in Standard. We know we're going to have to discard a card. So, this makes sense. But Fable of the Mirror Breaker, just a good card. Let's sit here for 10 minutes and talk about the nuances. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, top 3 cards in Standard. Play this card. Rending Flame, that's a weird one, isn't it? This kills Sheldred. This not only kills Sheldred, but it also kills a Liliana that comes into play and immediately pluses. Right? Because that goes to 4 loyalty. So this will kill that. It conveniently also hits Planeswalkers. Pretty nice. If it happens to hit a spirit, it does cool other stuff. It does damage to them too, but who cares? This kills Sheldred in our Mono Red deck. So let's play that card. Anything else that's like super weird in here? Atsushi is a creature we can sacrifice to Liliana. Well, right. It gives us treasure and stuff. Also gives us card advantage. Elder Dragon War. This can take out smaller creatures, which there are kind of a lot of in this format, but we can also discard stuff to it, similarly to Fable of the Mirror Breaker. That's another thing we can discard Electric Revelation to, especially if we're not playing against Liliana. So it's pretty good. Elder Dragon War is just a fine card, but I didn't really find a reason to play more than a couple of copies of it in this deck, because the deck list actually got really tight. Originally, I was playing 2 copies. I was playing 1 Volatile Arsonist and 1 Urabrask, but I cut the Urabrask. Might be the wrong cut. You might want to cut Arsonist, but I think Arsonist is a little bit more intimidating and does a little bit more when it hits the board, which I like. Urabrask, though, does provide some card advantage that you might be into, but we're looking at getting that in various other ways. Now, we're playing Burn Down the House. This can be a decent little, rush the opponent thing, or, more importantly, this will also kill Sheldred. So we have 8 cards in our Mono Red deck that can kill Shelly, and that's, super important. We want that, but this also kills Liliana in most cases. So we're just really hedging bets against Mono Black, which we want. This is the format to care about that. And, aside from that, Chandra just to kill, and Jaya, these both give us card advantage in different ways. Jaya just kind of gives us straight up card advantage. which is really good. Jaya's fantastic. This was a 3 of, but I decided to cut it down to a 2 of. We really don't want to draw like a lot of extra copies of this. And again, the deck list got tight. I think 2 is probably correct. If I was going to add more of any of these 4 drops, it'd be another copy of Elder Dragon War. I'm fairly convinced. Aside from that, Riveteer's Requisitioner. Now, this can die to a Meat Hook Massacre. It can die because we have to sack it. Excuse me, because we have to sack it to a Liliana. But again, that's fine. That's fine. If it dies, at least it pays us something, you know? Like, if we play this on turn 2 and our opponent goes, throws down Liliana, sacrifice our Requisitioner, you know, it ramps us into like a turn 3 Atsushi or something. It's, you know, Jaya, it's fine. It's fine. Right. Knock back some Sunny D and get ready for Dog and Jacks over there. We go first. It's looking okay. It's looking okay. It's a fine little curve. What could possibly go wrong? Our opponent is on an adventurer avatar. What does that mean? We have switched our avatar from Dina back to a Johnny. Old school Catman. Catman Crothers. I can't do the thing that he does. It's also not Scatman Crothers. I believe his name is Scatman John. But eventually, our opponent will let us play Magic. We play a mountain and say go. Our opponent plays a swamp. Perhaps it is the fabled matchup. Bob Ross Mountain number 2. Riveteer's Requisitioner. Let's see if Requisitioner is good on the play, or if it just gets cut down, allowing us to play Atsushi or Jaya next turn. Ha! Our opponent has foolishly cut down our Riveteer's Requisitioner. We say go. Our opponent plays Tenacious Underdog, right? That's what you're going to do. That's what you're doing. No, they extract the truth. They're going to take the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, or perhaps the Jaya from our hand. Or the Atsushi. They could have taken any of those. And they took the Atsushi. Very scared. Does that mean our opponent is low on removal? Could it be? Even if our opponent plays Liliana of the Veil next turn, we will have a Jaya on the table. And that seems good. C is for Cookie. And that's good enough for me. Come on, Jaya. Get your old butt down here. Let's make a monk. Let's make a Tony Shalhoub, as I like to call him. A little Tony Shalhoub down here. Because he's a monk. Nobody gets it. No one gets it. Third swamp for the opponent. There's the Meat Hook Massacre. They're going to hook for 1. Okay. Okay. We draw. There's a Volatile Arsonist. Pretty good Magic card. Let's play a Mountain. Well, you know, I think I'll just make a dude and play a Fable. I think that nothing I could draw this turn would be much better than a Fable, at least. So I think we'll just keep ticking up Jaya. Playing annoying Magic cards that are really, really good. There we go. Yeah, you prowess, buddy. Alright, we're looking okay. This is not a bad position. It is turn 4. Planeswalker and a Fable of the Mirror Breaker and 2 guys. There's the Tenacious Underdog. They're going to blitz it in, too. That's fun. Okay, So Jaya just goes to 3? Well, you know. Whatevs. You're just blitzing it in anyway. I can block with a token. I don't care. Do I really care? Do I just want to deal damage to them, actually? 19, 18, 17, 16, 15 if I play a non-land, or a non-creature. Maybe I just want to race them. I mean, does it matter if Jaya goes to 3? Does it matter? Does it? Does this just mean they don't have Invoke to spare? Fine. It's fine. You don't have to be like an especially high. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. They draw for Tenacious Underdog. Fable, do we discard? Electric Revelation. That's what you're in the deck for. Get out of here, buddy. Shivan Devastator. That's a pretty hot tamale, I guess. Do we want to do it? Do I want to just play X equals 3 Shivan Devastator? I think we might. 3, 4, 5, so we get him for 6. That's gravy, you know. Sure. 4, 5, 6, I'm gonna say 4, 5. So they can't hook for 3 next turn if they have it. I mean, that sucks, but who cares? Also, haven't gotten a land this turn, so I could use Jaya to get the land, but I think we want to tick up Jaya, because they probably just get back Tenacious Underdog, so ticking up protects her in multiple ways. 5th land for the opponent. So we can put it away! What you got? Dog and Jacks. That's that, man. What you doing over there? Touching cards, got Tenacious Underdog. This one just comes down. I knew you had dogs in your hand. Alright, so 3 open mana for the opponent. We get to just play Volatile Arsonist and swing with it. Life is good. Life is good. It is. It feels good. Feels good. You got a removal spell? Jack. Suddenly I'm Joe Biden. Got a removal spell, Jack. No more malarkey, okay? Let's get in on the opponent. Alright, so you're going to deal 1 damage to each of up to 1 target creature, 1 target player, and submit 0 planeswalkers. Alright. Let's make a treasure. They're going to grasp the Arsonist. They really only take 1 from this. They got a hook, it brings them back. They also take 1 from the Arsonist. They go to 11. They block the Goblin token with the Underdog. They go to 6. Quite the low life total. We can still make a boy with this Jaya. Help protect her from an Underdog. Bank Buster. Let's just spend this treasure. I don't give a dang. I don't give a good god dang. Yeah, maybe I should. Well, I didn't have the mana to do it. I got one of the treasures from the Goblin token swinging. So, Meathook Massacre is bad, but it's also not the end of the world that we just keep playing Magic. It's not a big deal. Somebody understood my Tony reference and my Tony Shalhoub reference. A lot of Tony-centric references tonight. Here comes a Sorin the Mirthless. No hook this turn. That's good news. Feels good! We don't really have a great creature to copy here. Which kind of sucks. A Rending Flame. 7, kill the opponent. Yep, let's go. Let's just kill you. We definitely want to do that. I'm just going to attack with the Reflection. I understand full well that I could have copied a token there, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's see if we can draw and play a card this turn. A Lightning Strike. Look at that. That's a perfect, absolutely perfect card that we could have possibly drawn. Wow, Big Red looking good. Big Red. That was a Mono Black deck, guys. That was exactly the matchup that we wanted. And we just kind of embarrassed them, but I don't expect that to happen every time. You see, guys, how good Jaya is? You see that Jaya is absolutely ridiculous, backbreaking, stupid card that shouldn't exist. You see how good Jaya is? Jeez. Man. Alright, so even if we lose every game for the rest of the night, at least we have that. Oh, God. That's the end of the Sunny D, which is good. You hit Sunny D, it's like hitting tequila. It's like hitting whiskey. You hit it and you're like, oh, you have to make the face. Lord. Opponent goes first for this pony show, so we'll see if it's as easy this time, you know. Salix, 311 over there. With an overgrown farmland. Start on a courtyard. Let's thin this deck up. Thin it up. It'll also throw them off, right? They're gonna, oh, they're Naya, but we're not. We're just Mono Red. So maybe they'll play different. I don't know. They play the Bant Triome. Excuse me for the burp. Let's play a Mountain Sega. See what they're up to over there. They're definitely not your average potato. Forest. Now what? Do I point a lightning strike at your face? No, I don't do that. I don't think it's time to do that. Let's just go and play Chandra. Hopefully we draw a land. Actually, if Chandra stays out, we don't have to draw a land to play the Jaya. That's pretty cool. Are you going to counter it? No, you're not going to do that. All right. Let's just ping him. I like to play Chandra like a prodigal sorcerer with haste. Come on, bud. You gonna Faithful Absence, my Chandra? Can you do it? Nah, you're not gonna do it. Alright. I could Flame Bless Bolt my own Chandra. Let's not do that. Say go. I don't know. It seems wrong. Oh, they're gonna rope. Okay. Decisions are hard. Yeah, they're gonna save the Fateful Absence for later. It might be what that is. Fourth land is an island. Might just be straight Bant. I assumed you might be some kind of domain, but usually domain decks don't play overgrown farmland. Let's see if Jaya gets countered. Let's add a mana to our pool. Put that right in our pool, bud. I wish I had a pool. Especially a mana pool. It'd be awesome. Alright, opponent goes to 18. We got a mana. Let's try and resolve this Jaya. I don't know if it's going to happen. Very nervous about this, to be honest. Come on, Jaya. Come on, Jaya. Come on, get down here. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like to see, baby. Let's make it, dude. I think we're in business. We might not be.
No match for
These Bant decks sometimes rely very heavily on farewell. Not always, but sometimes. Yeah, you got a Fateful Absence now, bud. You might want to use it. Jaya's really good. She's really good. Opponent takes the rope. Otawara on the Chandra. They saw that we didn't play a land this turn. Maybe that's part of their game. They play a land. We still don't draw one, which is butts. That is not good. Let's exile the top two. There's got to be a land in there somewhere, right? Let's find out. Abilities on the stack. Hey, are they both lands? No, one's a Requisitioner. That's tempting here, but no, let's take the land. Thanks, Jaya. I was going to say Chandra. But that's not right. Let's get dressed to kill here. What do you have? What is it? You know what I smell? They don't have it right now, but I smell in their hand a Hullbreaker Horror. I just know it. I know this kind of Magic player. Let's go for it. Let's Lightning Strike their face. Prowess. We'll put them at 11 this turn, if all this goes off. Come on, Sunshine. Pop on in there, Tony Shalhoub. Yeah, they're at 11. Okay, it's not bad. Not bad. This turn would normally be something. I mean, you gotta play something. They cycle. What are you doing? They cycle Spire Headquarters. I just want to know literally what you're doing. That wasn't like a what are you doing? You're playing bad. It was a what are you doing? I'm confused. What are you doing? Okay. They're at 11. What the hell was that? You know, like why did they do that? So confused. Let's exile the top two. I almost don't know how to approach it. Let's burn down the house. Yeah, kid. That's what we want while they're tapped out. Let's make our 3 devils. Let's go ahead and Chandra them for 1. And they scoot. What were you doing? I will forever be plagued. I need to know. I need to know. Tell me Salix 311 cause I need to know. What was it? What in the Sam Hill? What were you doing? What do you guys think it was? Botweiler, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Apparently that content was worth a sub. Texas Twister, I see you up there. I saw you. I see the things you're saying. Let's play another. We're 2-0, you know, whatever. Yeah, what the hell? Brag to man. I share your sentiment. Hank Hill, I do. Alright. We go first. Maybe this one will be normal. Let's see about it. We get to play mountains. That is part of what I'm here to do. Let's draw another one. We have to draw another. There's an Evolved Sleeper. We get our match. We get our match, baby. All right. We didn't draw another mountain. And we need to Let's Requisitioner now. Could strike the Sleeper, but I'd like to do it after they've spent some more mana on it. Or just block it with the Requisitioner. Make sure we get our mana for Chandra. Whatever. Figure it out as we go. Maybe they're just going to grasp it. We're just going to do Rim Tipley. Gonna give us a game tonight. Hopefully Arena gives us a game. If we don't draw a land here, it's going to suck. Do we trade? Ooh, they're not going to let us. Okay. Gonna wait till EOT to boost that Sleeper, my friend. Gonna boost mobile. We still didn't draw the land, so it is the game. It is the game we've been waiting for, where we take a non-game. It happens to the best of us. It does. They take a block. Chandra not safe in this situation. Put her on 4. Well, I guess they can't kill her. Can't kill her. That's good. If we Electric Revelation, we probably draw a land, but I don't know if I want to do all that. I think the idea here is just to Requisition her again. See if they boost the Sleeper EOT. They probably should. There we go. I don't know if they have a cut down. If they have a cut down, that would change things. Here comes Lily. Lily of the Veil. I know you. I've seen you around. Yep. Let's take our treasure token. That's fine. Fine, that's fine. We go to 18 from Sleeper. We draw a land. That is delicious. Okay. You know the cool thing about Chandra, in case you haven't read her first ability in a while? It's deal a damage to up to one target player or planeswalker. So let's kill this Liliana of the Veil. And let's Fable the Mirror Breaker, I think. That's probably what we do here. Let's go, little buddy. I'm not convinced Fable is correct. I could have also Lightning Striked and saved a treasure token. It was on my mind, just like Georgia. But in the end, I think just having a Fable on the table is good. It's good enough. It's a lot of value. I feel like if you can outvalue the Mono Black deck, that's what you want to be doing. Okay, so you say put a +1/+1 counter on draw card loose. Okay, so if you want to activate it, that's fine, but I don't know that they will do that. They probably want to play Shieldred or something this turn. Which, by the way, would suck. No, they play Sorin instead. Gonna make a vampire? Yes, you do. Good. Excellent. Let's drop the Revelation in our yard. Pick up a Volatile Arsonist. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, let's Lightning Strike the Vampire. Then we'll swing in on the Sorin. Get a treasure, so we still have like 3 mana up this turn. I think I just want to play a Requisitioner. I might want a Lightning Strike, though. Might just want to have Lightning Strike. So let's go up on the Chandra, ping him. Yeah, I'll strike now. I don't love doing this, but I think we're still low on lands, so I don't want to use the treasure. I could have waited until their turn and waited to see if they spent mana, and then Lightning Striked it, and that might have been better. Here comes Underdog. We're gonna kill our Chandra. Pretty good. Problem with Flameblessed Bolt is like once they have Underdog, Alright, well we got something that kills the Shieldred, and I like that. I do like that. So let's swing at them. Go to 15. They swing at us with Underdog, we will also go to 15. We can Arsonist now, but it's not time yet. Well, it's Riveteer's Requisitioner. Sega. We're hoping to use this Revelation once we go dry and we draw a land or something. Of course, we kind of need lands, so I'm going to catch 22 there. See if Flame does any work. They play a Shieldred this turn, then I will consider sacrificing these treasure tokens. But I may not. I might just set a stop right now in case there is a Shieldred in our future. We'll spend virtually our entire turn dealing with it, but... Alright, they decide to grasp the reflection. Smart. Smart, 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 smart. They go to 13 to do so. Here comes Lily. Lily of the Veil. Gonna make a sack a guy or discard a card?
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadow.
Sacrifice a creature, huh? Well, this should be easy. We make a treasure token, and then Volatile Arsonist also does damage to Planeswalkers, right? Yes, it does. So this should be easy enough. Our turn. Oh, yeah, we set a stop. Let's remove said stop. Draw. And play that Mountain. Play that Arsonist. Lego. Alright, so we attack them. But then when Arsonist triggers, it's going to be able to kill Lily. So target no creatures here. Target a player, target a Planeswalker. Look at that. Look how good Arsonist is, y'all. Alright, and if we happen to have to kill a Shieldred, we still can this turn. If it comes right down to it. Alright, they're at 6, man. They got to do something. If they blitz this Tenacious Underdog, that's a good thing. Oh, they soul transfer. Neat. Neat card to be playing. We draw Chandra. I think I want that. Let's just pop them, put them at 5. If this goes through, we'll put them at 3. And they're dead on board next turn. So let's see about it. Invoke! Oh my god. We knew it was coming. Well, they're still in the game. They're in the game like EA. I'm gonna Electric Revelation, as crazy as it looks. Let's discard the Rending Flame, as crazy as that looks. You draw a Rending Flame and a Flameless Bolt, come on. Ooh, Jaya's good though, let's play Jaya all day. Snap! Snap, play Jaya.
You know what's happened to all my enemies? Go on, impress me.
She was gonna say, you know what's happened to all my enemies, they're toast, but she cut herself off with her own ability, so it sounded like she said, you know what's happened to all my enemies, they're turds. You gonna kill this Jaya? You got another, do you just happen to have the Planeswalker removal spell, another soul transfer? That would be pretty cool for you if you did. Nothing yet. They don't even blitz, so what do you have? Usually in this situation you'd blitz to draw the card, right? But they don't want to draw, they don't want to take damage, right? So let's go to the main. We drew a land, so let's play that. Let's exile the top 2, see what we get. This is where we do want to play, play with fire. Nah, this is why I shouldn't have played a land first. I bodied myself there. Should've known better than to play a land. The use cut down on a 1/1 guy. Just cool with us, but, I was thinking that we draw a Lightning Strike with the Jaya is the whole reason I went ahead and used her. But what I probably should have done there is made another guy. Alright, now we're more or less forced to. Well, we're not forced to make a guy. We can still try to find a Lightning Strike. Have we seen one this game? Yeah, come on. Pass on in. 39 cards left. Yeah, we've seen 2 Lightning Strikes. I thought we'd seen them. They draw. They still have 5 mana. It is the end of the turn. Alright. Let's go. It's a Reckoner Bankbuster. It does draw us cards. So let's make a dude with Jaya. Let's play Bankbuster. I'll go ahead and draw a card. If it's a Lightning Strike, we can play it and win the game. It is not, but it is a land we can play and use. Sounds good. Alright, Tenacious Underdog comes in this turn. We have some... We can kill it. So good. All right, they scoop it up. What are you going to do, Mono Black? We have just been tearing apart Mono Black tonight. Why not bolt the up dog? Yeah, I want. Yep, and there's another person in the chat that was like, question marks? Yeah, I didn't bolt the dog because it's not going to kill the Jaya this turn. I knew that Flame Blessed Bolt was in my hand. I will probably get this comment on YouTube as well, by the way, which is why I'm going ahead and addressing it. I knew that I could go ahead and bolt the underdog, but I also knew the Jaya wasn't going to die, and I was going to plus it anyway, right? Like, I want a creature on the table, whether it's to block the underdog, which I know I have a Flame Blessed Bolt, but I want a creature on the table, so I'm going to plus the Jaya regardless. They can come on in. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. I know it keeps them from drawing a card if I Flame Blessed Bolted, but still. My reasoning there was that I would use the Flame Blessed Bolt when it was absolutely needed, or else I lose my Jaya. That was my thought process, if you want to know. So, if I bolted, I could -1 the Jaya, but I wasn't going to -1 the Jaya. One way or the other, I was going to put a creature on the table. So, like, playing to your outs there is probably digging the Lightning Strike, but I think that the smart play there is actually just slow rolling. Because, like, if they play a Liliana, I don't care. If they play Invoke Despair, that's the card I care most about. It's the one I don't want them to draw the most. But in that situation, they play Invoke Despair, whatever. Like, I'm still trying to draw a Lightning Strike. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of in the same situation. So, like, Invoke Despair is the thing that I worry most about. But there's not a whole lot they could play there that I am worried about. Shieldred. Ever since we got rid of the Rending Flame, I was kind of worried, but we got another one, so it didn't matter. Opponent goes. Hand isn't amazing, but it's probably playable. Opponent's on black-red over there. They go Swamp Mountain the first 2 turns into Tenacious Underdog. All right. Now we don't have our bolt. So what now, Mr. Applebottom? Come in with the underdog. I wonder, for some reason I smell Obnixilis here. Is that you, Obby? Do I know? Are you here? No, it's just another underdog. That is a little hurtful. I will strike one. You can't have 2 on the table. You have to pay for it next time. You want to actually play it. Boy, do I wish Rending Flame exiled. Do I? I think I'll probably take some lumps from underdog this turn and play Electric Revelation. Depends on what they do. Down to 4 cards. We'll go to 14 at least this turn. We might go to 11. Doesn't look like it. Which means they have a card they'd like to play. I wonder what that means. So now's our last chance to Rending Flame you. I still don't like it. Let's go to 14. Mirror Box! Let's give him a nice. Comes an Evolved Sleeper. What do you need a Mirror Box for, my man? Well, it's Electric Revelation. Discard a land. Land and a Jaya. Okay. Let me draw another land. Those aren't completely unwelcome here. Sushi looks like the play. Say we don't want a Jaya before we burn down the house, and it looks like we'll almost certainly burn down the house. So let's get this Atsushi grasped, and let's get a hit for at least 5, right? And here comes, well, it's not going to get grasped. They don't come in with Sleeper. Yes, they do. Okay. Let's take the block. We're going to burn down the house anyway. We will go to, like, 6. I'm just coming up turn. They've really got the jump on us here, and we haven't drawn Flame Blessed Bolt, and that would have been really helpful. That's why it's in the deck, but if we don't draw it, you know, what are you going to do? Well, Burn Down the House doesn't look as good now. I will say that. Lightning Strike is fine, though. Maybe we do burn down the house. Burning down the house. Maybe we do it. Or maybe. Just maybe I go Jaya. Make a monk.
Get out there and
Say go. I'll try this. Mirror box. Alright, they cut down the token. Making sure I can't raise its power toughness. Sleeper number 2. Okay. Let's throw a lightning strike at this sleeper. Unless they don't attack. Maybe they don't attack. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, you're going to swing at us. Yeah, we are at a pretty low life total there, bud. Sack a treasure. Beat Mono Black twice. Can we beat Black Red? Throw a land down. Well, are we going to minus Jaya? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're going to plus Jaya and then maybe just burn down the house but get the tokens. Do I want to minus Jaya? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I'll take my devils. Make a dude. Let's shell up. We're still kind of like weak to meat hook here, but it won't kill our Jaya, so. I'm even going to pop in with one of these guys. Just to show him I mean business, you know? Yeah, you take your one. Alright, let's end the turn. Corrupt Court Official will discard a land. That was weird. Resolve. You're playing Corrupt Court Official. That's interesting. Can level up this guy once? No, they can do it twice. Are you going to go ahead and do it? Probably shouldn't do it until it's time to do it. And they're going to cut down a 1/1. Not specifically not a devil. They cut down a Jaya token. Okay. I could probably Rending Flame this thing. I'm not going to do it. Oh, it's our turn? We draw another land. That's unfortunate. I'm going to Electric Revelation. Right now. Main phase. Draw land and a Elder Dragon War. Okay. Well, that does kill everything. So there is that. Let's get in. Let's pop on in. We're the beatdown. I guess. Obviously, you see what I mean to do here. Conveniently, Elder Dragon War does not damage Planeswalkers, in case you're interested. Alright, I go to 14. Let's EDW. Submit. You're going down. Alright, they go to 12. All the creatures die. They end up going to 9. And now we are at parity. We're catching up with you, son. What you gonna do about that, partner? Alright, let's make a guy. And Sega. Alright. Not a bad position. Even if they do get in with an underdog or something. Jaya's at 7. What is your ultimate? -8. You get an emblem with whenever you cast a red instant or sorcery spell, copy it twice. You may choose new targets for the copies. So if we draw a lightning strike, we can conveniently 9 them. That's pretty good. Here they come. No blocks. A long thought process there, but let's no blocks. They could have direct damage in their deck. They play red, so, you know. But it's costing them life to blitz these underdogs in. They can't do that all day. Flame Blessed Bolt, let's go. Okay, Rending Flame, let's get rid of you. Let's pick up a Riveteer's Requisition. That's not bad. Really isn't bad. I could blitz you in. Let's do it. I don't know if it's the right play, but I'm going to do it. Exile the top 2. I feel protected right now. Fable. Let's go. That'll Prowess. Bang. Let's hit him for 5. Now they can't blitz. Whew. Woo-hoo. Can't even blitz if you wanted to. We can blitz if we want to. Oh, wait, never mind. We can't. Alright, so we get a treasure. Pretty nice. Draw a card. It's burn down the house, man. Let's go. Mono Red, dude. Everyone's playing Mono Black, man. Turns out the answer. Turns out the answer. Here comes a Raven Man. All right. I can respect a Raven Man. Blow up this token. All is lost. Fall and pray, as they say. Fall and pray. We just can't lose to a black deck. They're going to extract the truth. They're going to extract the truth. That's Flame Blessed Bolt, the Raven Man. They know when the writing's on the wall. We did it, baby. Man, have we lost the game? It feels good. Feels good. We're going to move on up tonight. I already got to gold. It shouldn't really be a thing, but I guess it is. Opponent goes first. This isn't a good hand. I'm going to ship one. For the first time tonight, I think we'll ship it. Yeah, that's probably fine. Let's put back one of these Fables. We have 2. Let's lead on Cabaret Courtyard, most likely. Overgrown Farmland from Nico Law. Cabaret Courtyard. Let's get ourselves a mountain. As Saffron Olive would say. Let's get ourselves a mountain. I love the way he says it. I'm not like ripping on him. I love it. Opponent is banned into Quirion Beastcaller? Okay. I do like Quirion Beastcaller, and I do like Bant. I like every direction this is trending towards. Alright, so, you know, I could let you play another creature, but untapping would also mean that you get Shore Up, or Slip Out the Back, or Boon of Safety, or a million other cards. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna Lightning Strike Beastcaller right now. Nothing gets counters. Everything's fine. Plains Wedding Announcement. Okay. That wouldn't have procced your Beastcaller, right? You have to cast? Yeah, whenever you cast a creature spell. Well, maybe it gave them the freedom to do that. Let's play our own 3-mana enchantment. Fable! Play Jaya next turn, man. This Jaya's been rocking and rolling all night tonight. Wedding Announcement procs. They get a Deuter. Do we want to discard? Yes, an Electric Revelation. This always makes me think of Electric Ladyland by Jimi Hendrix, which always makes me think of Electric Larryland by the Butthole Surfers. So let's discard a land and a Revelation. We didn't get a land back. I was kind of hoping that we would, to be honest. Definitely playing Jaya this turn, aren't we? Let's get in. I do this so that we play around, not all the nonsense, but some of the nonsense. For instance, we play Fable of the Mirror Breaker this turn. Instead of Jaya, we play around to Make Disappear, which I think might be important. I really think we need to stick this Jaya, and they are probably heavily incentivized to counter a Fable of the Mirror Breaker if they have a counter spell, so kind of like it. We don't just have to, like, you know, play Jaya immediately. It's fine. Let me just do this. Well, it hung. It did hang. Could play a Bank Buster. Wonder if that would draw out the counter. Let's end. Let's end it. Learned that Butthole Surfers is a band name. Good trivia for Family Friday. Yeah, they're actually a decent band. They did a lot of avant-garde underground stuff before they were really famous, and all that stuff is virtually unlistenable by design. Oh, they get a Shanna and a Kyrion Beast Color. Good lord, my dude. Slow down. Slow down. Yeah, they flip wedding. What a turn for the opponent. Let's tip our glass to them. Discard up to 2 cards. Tramway station, yes. Okay. Good God, man. That was quite the turn. I gotta hand it to you. It really was. But they have one song that actually they got kind of famous for called Pepper, and that song is pretty good. I don't mind the sun sometimes, the images it shows. You've probably heard that song. Alright, so let's burn it down. Ha, do, da, dee. Burning down the house. I don't know what the lyrics are before burning down the house, but seems pretty good. Seems like what we want to be doing. Sure, in the turn. Opponent still has 4 cards. It's kind of a lot. For us having like 5 for 1 them just now. Here comes Falco's Spara. That's a fine creature you have there. That could kill us. That could be a problem. Turns out, what beats weird cards? Weird cards. I don't think that Falco might be a serious problem. Yeah, I think we want this land. Sure. It's a bird demon. I was checking to see if it was a spirit. Well, let's Jaya. Perhaps. You got a Spell Pierce? You know, you don't even have blue mana. What could possibly be hanging this? A Ley Line of Binding? No, because you can't play it. What is this? Oh, is it like a Tameo Safekeeping? What do you have? What do you have, my man? Let's make a dude so that they can't just crash in and kill this Jaya. Seems right.
The experience will do you good.
Bankbuster. Do I want you now? 5 mana. Nothing in the deck costs 6. I will say this. Next turn, if I use these now, next turn I could draw Shivan Devastator. And it would just be a 4/4. Whereas a 5/5 Devastator would be like way better. You know? So, there's that. I'm running out of cards. I think I want a Bankbuster now. Let's go ahead and make that investment, you know? Alright. That one Falco, man. I fear it. Opponent still has a lot of cards, too. Here they come. Like a bat out of hell! Taking Jaya down to 1. That's not the worst thing that could have happened.
Not impressed.
It's whatever. Shauna. Okay. Pretty good card. Pretty good card. Get a lot of those. A lot of legends in this deck. Are you Joda-ing by any chance? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Didn't gain any life. Thank God. Our turn. We get a land. 6 mana this turn. We get on to 4. Do I just want to use this Jaya? I think we spin this Jaya. But for what? What are we looking for that's better? I guess we can Flame Blast Bolt into Burn Down the House if we draw that. Let's try it.
Thanks for the match. So much for peaceful negotiations.
What do we get? A Rending Flame and a Lightning Strike. Those are good cards.
My work.
I do want the land. I know I could Electric Revelation, but I want the land. I think I might still draw a card before I do anything else, because we have enough mana to Rending Flame and Bolt, even if we draw a card, so I think we spin the wheel here. It's land. Well, it's something to throw away to Revelation. It's fine. I don't want them drawing a bunch of cards, you know? Like, that's the problem. They can't... Oh, they had a safekeeping. We called it. We called safekeeping. That's the end of the game, boys. That is the end of the game. Good game. I don't see us doing it. You know, I could hold on here, but I want to get at least 1 or 2 more games in. I wanted to go a solid 2 hours tonight. That probably means we give him 1 more game at least. And I didn't want to draw this one out because that is a terrible position to be in. All right, opponent goes. That has been a bit of a deal breaker tonight, hasn't it? We're 2-3 against Mono Black, and we beat Rakdos too. So 2-1 against Mono Black, I should say. Opponent starts on Deserted Beach. It's going to be a different game. That's good. It's going to mount with this Courtyard. And let's say go. What does KG Envy, KGI Envy, have in store for us this game? Let's play Mountain into Riveteer's Requisitioner. Our opponent appears to be Jeskai. They have played a Storm-Carved Coast. What will their third drop be? It is a Sacred Peaks. That's the red-white new duel. Let's throw a Mountain down. Back to this voice. Let's get in with Requisitioner. And let's attempt to land a Chandra Dressed to Kill. We have no other lands after this. Landing this card is very important. We'll see how she does. Make disappear. It's a negate. Alright, wubba wubba. Been a while since I heard that noise. Not a lot of counter spells in Standard, and that's the way I like it. Emperor comes down. We will not be getting a treasure token for our Requisitioner. Feels bad. Alright, we didn't get the land either, which also feels pretty bad. Let's be honest. Well, I guess we fade, but we don't have to Lightning Strike this Emperor yet. Unless we do because they're tapped out. You know. I'd say if you have one chance to resolve a card, Fable is the more powerful card. Let's try it. Good stuff so far from KGI Envy. I like their Jeskai control deck. Unless I don't. They make a 1-1, which means, as we all know, that they have another Wandering Emperor. Alright, so do I want to discard any of these? We do need lands. We need lands a lot. All these cards are pretty good. Really, though. Decline. God, that feels bad. God, that feels bad. Let's get in, see if they just play another Emperor. That would be the in vogue thing to do. You take the block or do you Emperor? You take the block or do you Emperor? You can Emperor and then... Or you can take the block and then Emperor. No, they don't do it. Okay. Well, I like Jaya. I really don't want her to get countered. The last thing in the world I want. Disdainful Stroke. Oh, control decks. Yep, hey, I called it. We are screwed, ladies and gentlemen. They just say, we can't draw land either. Come on, land. That's really silly that we can't draw land. But I'm not going to get any kind of salty. Not going to do it. They pass. Yeah, let's just strike their face. Let them know we're still here. Just have to draw lands while they draw all the counter spells they could ever need to counter our spells once we do draw the lands to cast the spells. Let's see about it. Let's get in with the reflection. Wandering Emperor. Okay. Thought you might have another. I do think that sound effect is very cool. It's Sushi the Blazing Sky. It's resolvable. Land for the opponents. A Windscarred Crag. They go to 19. They removed the Itsushi. They haven't done it yet. Yeah, we got 9 to face in our hand. Exactly. Coming for the head! Coming for your head, mister! Or misses. Or NB. Who knows? Let's strike this Emperor. I'm on strike. They syncopate? Okay, fine. Sure. Let's just do it. Whatever. It cost us 2 strikes, but we got rid of that Emperor. We could have just attacked into it. They Windscarred Crag. They go to 16. Man, their life total has stayed high. They, by invitation only, make us sacrifice their Itsushi. I want the treasures. There's a land, though. Okay. Arsonist. Let's go, Arsonist. You've been so good when we get you tonight, dude. Target up to 1 creature. Submit 0. 1 player. There are no planeswalkers. Why are you making me do that part? Bang! They go to 11. Okay, remove it, buddy. You got more sweepers. It'll be fine. This is fine. Yep, farewell. Oof, there goes our treasures, too. Ooh, this is tough. This one's tough right here. Shoo. This one is a toughie. Burn down the house. Burn down the house. Burn down the house. They go to 8. That was hard. That was hard. I think I'm gonna do the same thing next turn. Farewell again. God, jeez, dude. Come on. That didn't. Did you choose the wrong things? I think we still had the game pretty well in hand. Opponent is down to 2 cards, right? We have burned down the house this turn on effectively tapped out mana. There are certain things I could do about it, but not much. So we have burned down the house again this turn on effectively tapped down mana. That puts him at 5. If we can resolve Jaya or Fable, I think we do pretty well from there. So sucks they missed, but you gotta sometimes you gotta slow down, man. You gotta slow down and take a second. They're very upset to be losing to whatever we're doing.